Sports World. It's your boy Open Mind, one half of the ReCapp Fantasy Football Podcast. And we are back again with week 7 of fantasy football. Lucky number 7. I hope y'all get lucky in lucky week number 7. So, let's get into the picks for week 7 of fantasy football. All right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and go first. I'm going to take it off and kick off week 7 with the picks. So, I got a value play for y'all, right? This quarterback comes out of left field. And that quarterback is Michael Penix Jr. of the ATL Falcons, baby. Speaking of left field, Michael Penix Jr. is a left-handed passer like Michael Vick. Okay? He can scramble, he can throw, and he only $4,800. Okay? Now, Michael Penix has been given the reins and the keys to the kingdom over there in the Falcons organization, okay? Now, he hasn't hit the ground running. You know, I don't know if they're going to the playoffs or not, but I respect Michael Penix Jr., right? Michael Penix is balling. He's doing the best he can. They ain't got the best record, but let's pair him up with Drake London, who's out there balling. Drake London is averaging 10 receptions. Last game he caught 150 yards worth of passes for a touchdown. Okay? The Falcons is hot. But we don't care who wins and loses. As always, it's about the players. So put Michael Penix and Drake London on your squad. If you want to get this money in week 7 of fantasy football, you better pick 'em. My next player up is a running back that has surprised everybody, probably himself, okay? This running back is Rico Dowdle from the Panthers. Beat up on them Dallas Cowboys last week in week 6. Reminded them that this is what happens when you let me go. When you trade me away to another team and I come back and play you, I'm finna make you pay for it. 200 rushing yards. Actually, 180-something rushing yards. Who's counting, right? Who's counting? Rico Dowdle ran amok against his old squad, the Cowboys. Now, let me say this. Let me point this out. Chuba Hubbard is coming back to play in week 7. So I don't know exactly how they're going to play Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard. But if I'm the coach of the Panthers, okay, and I'm the offensive coordinator, I am screaming and yelling at everybody in the Panthers organization to give Rico Dowdle more touches and more snaps than Chuba Hubbard. Yes, Chuba Hubbard is back. Yes, Chuba Hubbard is a good running back. But why not get some of that Rico Dowdle play style? Rico all over the place, catching the ball, running the ball. I mean, 200 rushing yards, y'all. Who does that in the NFL? Twice back-to-back in a row. Put Rico Dowdle on your squad if you want to get this money in week 7 of fantasy football. You better pick 'em. All right, y'all, and my last pick for week 7 of fantasy football, I got defense this week. Oh boy, the dreadful defense. You know, that is the most difficult pick when you are making tournament lineups for FanDuel, Draftkings, Prize Picks, parlays, however you fantasy football. If you have to pick a defense, that is difficult because I don't care how good your defense is, somebody gonna score on your defense, right? It's the NFL. I don't care how good a defense is. We're talking about pro football players. They can score against the defense even if they lose it. So that defense is the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos have been dominating since the season started. Dominating. They get scored on, yes. But Patrick Surtain is out there taking the ball away. Okay? These linebackers and these D linemen is stopping the run. All right? Put the Denver Broncos defense on your lineup for week 7 of fantasy football. If you want to get this money, pick 'em. Alright, that sums up my picks for week 7. So I'm about to turn over to DZ so he can give y'all his picks for week 7 of fantasy football.
How you doing, everybody? This is DZ, one half of the recap, sitting up to give you my picks. I don't have a running back this week. I was highly undecided on which running back I was going to pick. I was trying to pick differently, but I don't know. I just don't know this week. But let's get into it here. Week 6 was an interesting week, and I didn't do a whole lot, but it seems like we are starting to get noticed, and I'm starting to get head-to-head requests. I'm on Draftkings. I'm not here to prove a point at all. That's not me. I'm giving you my picks. I'm giving you people I'm actually going to put in my lineup. So, let's get this started. First up, Dak Prescott. Yes, Dallas going up against the Washington Commanders. This game looked like it's going to be a shootout, and I mean, if you've been following Dallas, you've known Dallas to be in quite a few shootouts this season. They had a shootout with the New York Giants. I don't know how. They had a game that went to a tie against Green Bay. I mean, they put up 37 against the Jets, and then they just lost to Carolina Panthers. This has been a team that's been in plenty of shootouts, and I think they're going to be in another shootout. So, pick Dak Prescott. The ball will be in his hands. He will throw a 30. And if it's a shootout, expect 40, maybe 50 times he's going to be able to throw that ball. He's going to rack it up. Even at his price at $6,500, he's one of the cheaper ones. Outside of maybe Caleb Williams, maybe Shane Ratner. Not sure. You got those two too. But I'm going with Dak. And who's he going to throw it to? Yes, I'm going to pick George Pickens. I'm not going to pick CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb's coming back. I don't know how he's going to fare. Well, this is his first week back, and he's back from injury. I want to make sure he is well before I start picking him at $7,500. But I'm going to go George Pickens. I believe George Pickens and Dak Prescott show that they do have some chemistry going. And that chemistry is going to go into this Washington game. There should be a shootout, and George Pickens should be able to pay that price off, give you plenty of points. Just keep moving along. Next up, I am going with Quentin Johnston. He should get a lot of targets. This should be a decent high-scoring game. So I'm expecting a lot of air to go in here, and expecting Quentin Johnston to pay off his price and give you more, even a touchdown or two. This week I have tight end. Some people's probably going to be like, why did you pick him? Because it's pretty much some obvious picks here. I'm going to go with Zach Ertz. Washington against Dallas. I'm not sure how popular he's going to be. Terry McLaurin is out. Debo is questionable. I expect Debo to play, but then we have, they have McCaffrey, they got Lane. I don't expect them to be getting the ball a lot. I do expect Zach Ertz to get some more targets, because that's it. Besides Debo, he's gonna have to spread that ball. And at $3,800, I think this is probably gonna be a breakout spot for Zach Ertz. He's not going to break the slate. I think he's going to be low-owned. I think he's going to get overlooked. I think everybody's going to be looking at Waller, Trey McBride. Definitely Ferguson is going to be a very popular option. But I might be looking to save that money and spend up in the other positions. This right here, Zach Ertz, Jaden McDaniels, Zach Ertz, Debo Samuel, the receiving core is getting thin. Terry McLaurin is out already. I believe Zach Ertz is going to get the targets. I believe he's going to get the depth. I think he's going to get into the end zone one time, maybe twice. Pick Zach Ertz. And always, happy hunting today.
Thank you, DZ, for those picks and that analysis. As always, we always love DZ's analysis. Okay? And that wraps up the show for week 7 of fantasy football. And listen, y'all, we beat our record for last week. We got 26,000 views. And as always, from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of DZ's heart, we thank y'all and we love y'all. So let's continue on this streak. Get the likes up, get the views up, get the follows up. Tell your people about your boys Open Man and DZ at the ReCapp Fantasy Football Podcast. We here, y'all, to give y'all the best picks and the best matchups for each week and every situation we can possibly come up with. All right? So happy drafting. Creator bless y'all. Deuces. Oh, and see you in week 8.